Evening, guys. Again, I'm your host, Chi-Town Zone, and as always, thank you for joining me. This is out of Breitbart News, where you're not going to want to miss this one, guys. Where the headline here goes to read: Mexican cartels will be designated as terrorist organizations, says President Trump. Of course, this is during an interview he had with Bill O'Reilly via O'Reilly.com this past Tuesday, where he was asked a series of questions. Of course, one of them being based on the Mexican drug cartel, which many of us know is a very dangerous group of people. Many of these guys are heavily armed with military style assault rifles. Many of them hide their faces. They dress in military style like gear. They torture many of their victims, even beheading many of them as well, based on, many of them just being snitches or spies, or some of them even being accused of belonging to other drug cartels that particular cartel may be at war with, of course, as many of you may already know, as well as the dangerous street gang, the MS-13 as well, is another dangerous gang out of Mexico that President Trump does not want here. And honestly cannot blame him whatsoever. But let me not get off track here, where the article here goes to further read: President Donald Trump told Bill O'Reilly he would designate some Mexican cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. His comments came during an interview released on Tuesday, where he was asked a series of questions by Bill O'Reilly, where O'Reilly went on to ask him, the Mexican drug cartels kill more than, or state to him that the Mexican drug cartels kill more than 100,000 Americans every year by the importation of dangerous narcotics, which we already know is a fact if you just look at the numbers. But O'Reilly went on to later ask him the question, are you going to designate those cartels as a terror group? But President Trump went on to state they will be designated. I have offered him, of course, he's referring to the president of Mexico, to help send assistance there to deal with these Mexican terrorist groups, or should I say drug cartels. But of course the president there of Mexico turned down the help, but of course that's no surprise there. But President Trump went on to further state here, the president explained that the cartels have unlimited money from drug smuggling and human trafficking, as well as we do know that this is one thing that the cartel does do as well. But most of the time, many of these cartels are also responsible for the rape and torture of, some of the, the people that, they smuggle through to try to bring them to the border. But the article here goes to further read where President Trump went on to state, I've been working on that for the last 90 days, Trump stated. Designating is not that easy. You have to go through a process, and we are well into that process already. Well, with what's going on right now with the Mexican drug cartel. But of course, if you like to read up further into this headline, you are more than welcome to, which I will be leaving the article in the description box below. But again, with that being said, if we happen to have any further updates or any breaking news, please do feel free to subscribe, and be sure to hit that little bell for notifications, so whenever a video is uploaded, you will be notified. But with that being said, God bless and do stay tuned.